Have you ever gone through a tough breakup, had a big financial loss, lost a loved one, a friend or family member who died, fired from a job, had a friend betray you? I have. Now, have you ever wondered why is it so hard to let go of this person or thing that happened to me? Why does it feel so hard to forgive myself? Maybe you're feeling that way right now, and that's why you're watching this video. I'm here to tell you that it's actually not that complicated. Now, it might be hard. It might feel really difficult to do what I'm about to share with you, but it is possible to let go of those experiences that you feel were just, so painful and you just can't move on. God, I hate that person, or gosh, how could I be so stupid? Why is this happening to me? I get it. I've been there. I know what that's all like. And the reason why it's so hard to forgive and let go sometimes is because it's actually not even in your control. Now you might be thinking, well, wait a minute. So if I'm not in control, then who is? And how is it possible to let go of anything? It takes a little bit of a different perspective to consider what's really going on here. Okay? Rather than saying, how do I let go of this thing? It's what kind of person do I need to become in order for these things to let go of me? Because it's not you who's the one that's letting go, it's the things, it's the people, it's the ideas that are trying to let go of you. And the only way for that to happen is by accepting all of this. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. It's okay to lose. But when you start beating yourself up about it and saying, how could you be so stupid? You're just not good enough. You'll never amount to anything. If you have those thoughts and you really believe them, you might even feel a little bit something going on inside when you hear me say it that way. But for somebody who doesn't think that they're a failure or that they're not good enough or that they won't ever be able to get anything done in life, when they hear that, it's it's like just looking at another passing cloud in the sky. It doesn't have a real effect on their life. So how do you become the person that can allow these things to go? It's by acceptance with what is. So when you have these thoughts come up, whatever it is, whether good or bad, okay? Because there is no good or bad. These are all just judgments, ideas that you've created about the way you think the world should be. Not everybody agrees on what's good or bad. And so if people don't agree, one person sees as good, one person says bad, then how could bad and good be any objective reality at all? It's totally subjective. This world is really what you make of it. So, this is why it's so important to meditate. This is why I believe that it's so helpful for me to meditate. Because when I sit down and close my eyes, I start to see all this stuff comes up, okay? Things that happened yesterday, things that happened earlier today, ideas about the future, what this other person said to me a year ago. Sometimes maybe even stuff comes up from my childhood. It could be anything. But this stuff won't come up if it doesn't feel like a safe place, okay? That's why we hold on to so many things in life, because we don't feel safe. Learned as a child that it's not okay to be upset. It's not okay to cry. And it might not even be that your parents told you, don't cry or you can't cry, but they would do whatever they could to help you get over the crying, get over the sad feeling as soon as possible. But it's okay. It's okay to have a good day. It's okay to have a bad day. Everything's fine. When you're feeling like shit, that's totally fine. When you're feeling awesome, that's totally fine. So the more you can really be the space of allowance and acceptance to see these thoughts and feelings and beliefs come up, you might start to notice that you're not actually the beliefs and the thoughts and the feelings. You're the one seeing those things. And they want to be seen. They want to be seen and heard so that they can go on, so that they can let go. And once you start to do this, you might find that you can forgive yourself. You can forgive others. You're already forgiven. Everything is forgiven. You just might not be ready for it. Because you can't forgive something by mentally forcing it. Because whatever you focus on, there's this saying, whatever you resist, persist. Or you are at tension with what you put your attention on, or something like that. So that's why this is an interesting moment to talk about appreciation in this same conversation as well. Because appreciation is a very kind of active skill that you can develop, like I talked about in the last video. I can appreciate the things that I have in my life, and the more that I appreciate them, the greater value, the more I start to feel the abundance that I am. And that's because I'm focused on these things, and so they become stronger. But that's what I want. Okay, I want abundance. And so the more I focus on abundance, the greater that I will feel that way. However, if there's something that I've decided I don't like, such as that person who hurt me, or the financial mistake that I made, or somebody left me because they died, or I failed them because I couldn't save them from dying, those thoughts stick too, because I'm putting my attention on them. So it's not about getting rid of the thoughts, it's about seeing them. So instead, reframe it. I appreciate the part of me that felt I wasn't good enough for not being able to save this person. I appreciate the financial mistakes that I made. I appreciate the people who are no longer part of my life. And even if I don't understand why these things have happened, that's okay, because I don't need to understand. You don't need to understand. One of the greatest things that you could do is actually not, is let go of needing to know. Because when you say, I know, then you're closed off. The door's shut for new possibilities. Oh yeah, I already know how to do this. I figured that out. Okay, so then whatever else this person or experience was trying to bring to you, you're not going to receive it now, because in your mind you've decided that you already know. So if you want to let go and forgive and accept where you are right now, you don't even have to do anything. Just by being here, focusing on the moment that you're in, things will fall off when they're ready to. You can't force it, you can't rush it, and that's okay because you don't even need to. There actually is no rush, so take as much time as you need. And as always, if you're enjoying these videos and you're making it to the end of each one, or this one at least, I'm so thankful for you. I really appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, to learn about yourself, and to find the way to shift your frequency so that you can live in a world of more ease, of greater happiness and peace. So if you want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below if something stood out to you, some idea that came up that you wanted to share. And that's the video for today. I'll see you tomorrow.